Hey everybody, Asher here, and welcome back to Starsector, or should I say, let me put the mouse pointer down here, Broke Sector. We have 0 available credits, and as has been the case for almost this entire run, we are in a massive amount of debt. Again, now the good news at least is that we have commenced a battle versus the hegemony here for Oberstein, or Oberstein, I'm not sure how it's supposed to be pronounced. But we're trying to get close to 1 million credits. Now, that's probably not going to end up being that much because this value includes structures and industries plus 3-month income plus a bonus paid on size and stability. And we've kind of had to smack the planet around a little bit just to make it work. So that's where we are right now. But I do, before we get back into this, because I'm going to be honest here. I've mentioned this in other episodes before. I am not a huge fan of... Oh, that's right. We have an invasion coming from the Persian League. I forgot about that. We have an AI inspection that is projected to be strong, superior, but outmatched, and largely repelled by ground forces. Largely? That better be, like, actually. Anyway, yeah, I'm not a fan of this system from Nexerelin, so we'll see if we can make things work the way I hope they do, but oh man, it's going to be a bit of a slog. So first thing I want to do is actually take a quick look at the economy here, because I was looking at the income stuff, and I know we do have some stupid stuff on Zuon that I didn't actually... Oh wait, yeah, Dassault-Mikoyan, we didn't actually pick that up. We did have some unpaid debt. We did get a lot of loss from stockpiles that we drew, but that was specifically because we knew we were going to this invasion. So I want to look at Hyacinth, which I should know how to pronounce by now. It's weird. I can pronounce it in my head, but saying it out loud is a little bit different. One of the big issues that's come up here when I was looking at this off camera is that we should have some more money. We have a Vic Revitalization Center. I thought that when we were at max growth, it wouldn't be billing us anything. It turns out it is, and this is costing us 49,500 credits per month, and I don't know if it's bringing in any income. I think it's just sitting here, so we're going to shut it down for now. That means we will get a refund. I still want to actually use it to readjust some people's faces. I promise that'll be the goal, but right now we are not on financial footing. Also, I turned off Freeport because we had been taken over. If I turn back on Freeport, that puts our income a lot higher, our stability a little lower, our accessibility higher, our defense is a little lower. Well, hopefully that stability is going to keep going up. Well, yeah, it should go up immediately because we do have an active comm relay in the system, unless I really screwed up and missed something here. This happens when you reload the game. It doesn't load everything in right away until you start time. So we should have a comm relay. There's the nav buoy. There's the comm relay. So we will be fine on stability there. So anyway, we're here at Oberstein, Ober something, Overwatch, and yeah, we have some incoming hegemony detachments here. We have our fleet that is fairly strong, and we're just going to start with the invasion here. Now, if this starts getting tedious, we are going to be going forward in time. But if we look at the and not forward in time like speeding through here, but with the power of video editing. But right now we have their military base, their heavy batteries, and their battle station as fine. Their aquaculture is where they get their lobsters from. So that's important. We don't want to fuck up these industries too badly. We don't want to shut them down because that will hurt our bottom line. So if we look back at the... Oh, let's look at the comm directory real quick. I think we already hired our officer we could hire from here. But if we look back... Ooh, there's our fun task force. But if we look back over here, you can see that we do have some abilities here. One of them is fire support, which I can't use yet. Does damage distributed between all enemy units on the industry target. Damage increased by 25 as combat is ongoing. Like, I could do that at the spaceport. I could do that at the mining. But the thing is that if the industry is held by the industry, disrupts the industry for its base raid time, except for hardened military structures. Ground defenses can protect themselves effectively against fire support bombardments. Bombardments also cannot take place if enemy fleets within support range have at least half the combined strength of our fleet. Costs 70 fuel at the current market size. So we can do a drop in the bucket for that. Electronic warfare, we'll have to see right now. Our EMC is good, but I may be having to do a bombardment here. One other thing that's going on is that we have our Marines. We don't have that many Marines, but they're very strong. So I may need to do the divide and conquer thing a little bit here. Like, we don't have as many tokens over here, but we're looking pretty good. Maybe I do hit the mining. Mining's not as big of a thing here, but I may need to split up some of these people in a little bit. I do want to take over this place before I do that, though. So let's go ahead and just resume. There we go. And you see, it's going to be a little tedious as we keep doing this. So we took this over. We're over right here. Let's try using fire support on the mining. I know I said I don't want to... So it's 70 fuel. And if we use this on the mining, we get bonus damage. Disrupted mining for 30 days. So we did a little bit of damage to their stuff. Our morale's not great. We could bring in some support troops. I could try to move this back over to the heavy batteries, but I think we will eventually be able to overcome. So let's go ahead and I think we just do this another way here. We have some people trying to move around here. Let's turn off auto moving the units. I think I want to try to do this with my manuals all manually here. So you can see we have 732 people and they're strong. We're just gonna go ahead and let's see here. Hit escape to leave. We have the requisition center, we have the aquaculture, we have the light industry over here. These are all pretty good, solid targets to take. I wouldn't mind taking out the heavy batteries, but they're already disrupted, so the enemy shouldn't get any bonus here. So we're just going to move. Let's move to the requisition center, because apparently that's a place. And then let's move down to the light industry as well. Now what that means, I think, is that this is going to leave this place unguarded. But my big goal right now is to just take out these groups of people. My Marines should be able to outfight these guys. This is going to be the bigger issue because we're going to have to deal with some morale. I don't exactly understand how morale works in this thing here. Maybe this tells me. Managing units, Marines, morale. It's a critical stat, serving as a second health bar. When a unit takes damage, if it drops low, the unit will be unable to move or may run away or be destroyed. Alright, a unit can recover morale when not in combat, depending on local conditions. So, it could be that we just need to let our guys cool off a little bit. So, oh, I love this. The hegemony detachment has decided we're going to patrol the system. This group is maintaining contact with our fleet. I'm imagining we're going to have to fight these two together. Yep. So they're moving back in, maintaining contact, maintaining contact. We actually have a third coming in as well. This will be fun because, as we've learned in this series, don't look at the danger star level. Don't think about it too hard when you have a bunch of S mods, the little green tabs there. So we're just going to keep looking at this. We have, oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. So we have this area and this area here, and the defenders just came back and took the military base with 26 people. We do have an advantage here. It may be better if we... I think I am going to move these guys if I can. Because the mining's not as important as taking out the military base, and we have all these people stuck here. So let's... you're engaged at mining. Do we get a penalty for moving? Because if we move back to the heavy batteries, operations disrupted for quite some time. Looks like I just kind of want to do hit and run. We'll see what the AI does, because if they have to move any of this stuff over here, I think they get a defense penalty. I've tried to read up on some of this, but I think we're going to get some... Okay, you guys aren't attacking. You're moving in response to the invasion. You're maintaining contact. Maybe I just get aggressive here, because these guys are running away. I think it might be better if I just go ahead and just try to take these guys out now, mano a mano, because, yeah, they're running. Let's blood in the water. Oh, they're e-burning! Oh, you guys. Hegemony, you crack me up. The null point exception repaired just in time. By the way, if we look at our character sheet real quick, derelict operations is going to be our next thing to get here. I probably should have gotten it sooner. We have some ships with some Series D mods, especially the Star Skipper that will never get repaired. But it would be able to have a lot less deployment points to be able to deploy, so that's good. So we're going to be aggressive invaders here. Special Task Force. They have low EMP resistance, determined crew, strong armor. Okay, so they're a little rangy. Did we get more than one group here? Looks like we just got the one. So if we can take out their big force here, we're going to take the Star Skipper. I kind of want to bring Fopri and Whim, but I kind of want to see if I can bring some other units, because honestly, I am with what some people have said in the comments section where they want to see more frigates. So we're going to try to get more frigates in some of these fights. Comment section on the Discord as well. I know the Discord's been a little bit quiet. As I said, I was out of town for a bit, and honestly, I'll go about this in a channel update that I'm doing soon, but if you haven't heard me say it before, work has been a significant kind of rubber band where things that were sort of able to let slide for a while because of the pandemic have suddenly decided to turn back around and say, holy shit, we all have to be here and do everything all at once. All of a sudden, there's literally no in between. So we're just going into the fight here. Fortunately, we do have an officer advantage, so our deployment limit is 800. I've said in the comments a few times before how to actually get that fixed, or how to change that, but it is in the settings menu. I did a whole video for that. Maybe if I was good at YouTube, I'd put up a little notification on the top right that says, look at this video for how to change your settings. Maybe I'll remember to do that, maybe I won't. But I am, oh man, I meant to apologize for this before. I am recording this video the day after I recorded the previous video, so I haven't had time to get you all's feedback yet. I feel terrible for like ditching the bear, but it needed to be done for our fuel situation, and I'm just checking to make sure email come in is not me. Okay, it's not anything exploding right now, because that would be awkward, because I'm the one that's trying to make things explode. And let's see here, we're trying to get some nav buoys. You know, we have a few more frigates. Let's put a few of you guys on buoy duty here. See if we can take this, because I'd love to be able to get even more ships out if I could. But anyway, here's our initial push of people. And there is us taking down their stuff. So that's a plus. We have Glimmer versus Falcon, the fight that we've all been waiting for. And let's see here, they're kind of just running around a little bit. So for all those times of let's get bonus deployment points, we don't really have that here. We do have their little collection of ships though. So let's go ahead and get rid of this point. And I think you guys can actually probably take this on. And I wouldn't entirely be opposed to you going back over here. And let's give you a light escort if we can. I have no idea if the escorts are helping, but we're gonna give it a try again. All right. So we're all here. The whole gang is kind of here. I think we try to fight to the right. Obviously, the Legion is the big thing that we got to deal with. Did I actually not cancel Waypoint Alpha? Cancel. We're going to let some of you guys freestyle for a little bit, because this is it's not the most intimidating glut of units I've ever seen, but it still is a glut. So while we do, whoa, see, that's what I'm talking about. We got a bunch of fighters being deployed from, I'm assuming it's the Oppressor. Yeah, that's going right for somebody almost having a bad day. Fortunately, we have the stuff to take care of it. Let's see if we can get a aggressive shot here on the... that's actually Eagle. It's not a Falcon, isn't it? Whatever it is, the Eagle has exploded. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. They have decided to point forward with their aggressor. You may have heard me say before, I really like the aggressor. I think it is a very good ship. So I'm gonna say that's actually one of the more dangerous ships we have to deal with now. So we're gonna get rid of Waypoint Beta, and I'm gonna bring you guys over here and try to take out all the big targets. Maybe the Star Skipper can get here in time. But yeah, right now we're keeping we're keeping on the pressure for all of these other little frigates trying to take out the stuff. So if y'all don't know, we do get bonuses for taking these things, like better EMC, reduced weapon range for the other side, top speed. So having these is important if you can get them. It certainly is a fairly cheap way to get an advantage here. Oh, I thought I had that hit. Okay, so I don't want to go one-on-one with a Legion. I know I joke a little bit about the regular Legion not being that great, and right now we have the wrong ship 1v1ing the aggressor. So we're gonna hide in the background here. I gotta shoot the Legion one time. Gotta shoot it a little bit. Actually, we got the Donic on it, so we can actually just fire at will. Because that aggressor is not long for this world. It's about to get volleyed by the Star Eater. We have Star Skipper, Star Eater. Should have like Star Pooper in here somewhere. Not that I would ever name ships anything silly. Alright. Also, somebody on the Discord did put a request out for more names for frigates. And I think that's a totally reasonable request. I think we're actually about to be at the point where we can just full assault now. This is like, if these guys had fought me all at once, this would have been a much more difficult fight. But because they decided to chicken out and run away, it's like your planet's being invaded and we're running. Such a hegemony move. It must be said. Yeah, finally remembering how to back our shit up here. Unfortunately, we have 5,000 deployment points worth of ships going after a friggin' hammerhead. Why don't you guys go up here and take this shit on? There we go. The hammerhead. These things are all going to be handled. This oppressor is gonna get destroyed by my wolf pack, so that's fine. Let's get up here. Death from above, says the guy who will one day be the proper paper plate face guy. Wow, that's a really long-range missile. Who's firing those really long-range missiles? It's the Star Skipper. Entering combat despite our best efforts. Wow, that is a large squirrel that just jumped in my window. I did not even know the squirrels were that active right now. And it's just like, hey, I'm watching you. You know your combat's going all right if you can just sit and talk about wildlife out in the world. Do they even have squirrels in domain space? I don't know. I think we actually just won. If we didn't win, we're close enough. Looks like we got a few stragglers. That same hammerhead I didn't kill before is probably going to be able to retreat now. So the AI was smarter than me. I did not clip the front of our most expensive ship. And obviously we're going to pursue them. Second in command, do your thing. Who is my second in command in the fleet? It's just some nebulous person that's like, I'm number 2, number 1. And then we make the same jokes we made in elementary school from Star Trek. I did lose this ship, so we'll take it back. Nothing really interesting to recover today, so that's fine. And now my cats are being really weird. It's just an animal day, I guess. All right. So here we are. I don't know why I have one Marine that did not deploy. I guess he's just like, I was in the bathroom when we did the launch order, and now I can't launch by myself. Anyway, we did get a pretty solid W there. I do want to see the, I know we have this whole invasion thing going on, but I do kind of want to see the combat results here. 8 notable reputation changes. That's fine. This is the thing that I want. The Electronic Donic actually getting the first place knockout here because it's soloed a Legion. Hey, remember when I put a bunch of shitty weapons on it and let the game automatically build it and make it a much better ship? I do. So yeah, nothing really surprising. That was a very, you know what, for fighting a hegemony fleet, it's nice to know that our remnant carryovers are doing really well. So we have yet another, like I said, if this starts to get too tedious, then we will just do this ourselves. So we're here. They still have all their defenses stacked. These guys' morale is really low, so if we can take this over in a hurry, then I'd rather them sit so that they can recover their morale a little bit. These guys should be able to take on this stuff. Unit will be forced to reorganize for 1 turn after combat. At 0 morale, the unit will be routed or destroyed if engaged. So if these guys run back, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. So we kind of need... I guess what we need to do is just let ourselves rest a little bit. Look, the hegemony's passing out stuff too. So let's see. We're at 21 morale. They actually put a few more defenses here. So we're holding this. We're holding that. You know, I think it is probably time to go ahead here. We're engaged here. Let's split you guys. And let's move you over to the heavy batteries. We need to reinforce that group. I think we're going to be fine here. And then let's go ahead and split the other group and take back the military base. Or maybe we take the lobsters. I think... Yeah, let's go to the aquaculture. We just need to be taking nodes away from the AI right now. So hopefully that little reinforcement move doesn't tank their morale. We'll see. Right now you see their defenses are down to 80-37, so it's a little bit more of a chess match here. You see that they're reorganizing. Reorganizing means that their morale is really low and they're going to take some bonus damage if they haven't already. And look at all these guys. They're like, woohoo, we're responding to the invasion, we're patrolling, your guys are trying to run away. I kind of probably should just clean up some of these fleets right now. We lost 27 Marines. They lost a few more. So that's fine. You guys are recovering morale. Okay, we are holding this right now. So I think what we need to do is to just try to hold some of these places and take a little bit of a breather. Once again, we have 2 Marines, but our Marines are so much stronger than their militia battalions. So we are tipping this in our favor. It's just going to take a little bit of work, especially because of shit like this. Okay, so we have the 3rd Battalion that's at 10% morale. So this is what we're going to do. 3rd Battalion, we are going to move. We can't move you. You're reorganizing. So what happens to that morale if I merge? Okay. I kind of don't want to try, but I am very worried about that 10% morale because I just don't want to lose people. You know what? Screw it. Let's do it. I don't know how these systems work here. Merge here. Move Marines. The recipient's morale will shift proportionally towards that of the donor unit. So we're going to lower the morale here. Okay, I don't know what I just did. Did I even do anything? All right, action, transfer. We can't merge. That's the opposite of what I wanted to do. Oh, God. Okay, well, I just destroyed my unit's morale. That's exciting. Okay, well, we'll see how that goes. Because that's a lot of units that are suddenly not very happy. Okay, we are holding one place right now. We're about to hold more places. It's game systems. We lost 21 Marines. We're at 17% morale. They're at 78. They literally have some heavy batteries sitting here. We're going to let you guys recover your morale for a minute. I think you guys are okay. I think the 40s are okay. I'm a little concerned about the spaceport. So we have 2 options here. Let's give them a turn to recover because these guys might move. Unless the AI is it's automatically moving units again. I asked you to not auto move units. It's forcing me to auto move units. Oh boy. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 reorganizing, moving to mining, moving to megaport. No. This is all bad. Okay, so the AI is trying to tip the scales here to win. So you all are reorganizing, and there's absolutely nothing we can do about it, but it's fine. You guys are okay. You guys can't move while you're reorganizing. Okay, so we're holding this, and we're holding this. If we just put all y'all on the spaceport, that's going to be fine, right? So, because I don't want to attack the spaceport again. Megaport, excuse me. Alright. So if we move y'all to the Megaport, then this area is going to be held for just a little bit. I probably should have split them one more time, but I really just want to knock out all these people fast. I'd rather split some different shit. But yeah, it's a little dicey right now. That's for sure. And I kind of just want to attack this detachment, or at least keep them away, because if I fight all three of these right now, we're gonna be in some problems here. So you guys are all here. You guys are at 35% morale. You guys are low. We're now holding this. You guys have to wait, or you all will leave. They're also reorganizing, so they have to wait anyway. That's fine. So they'll recover morale, and I'm going to split these guys up and sweep up some of the stuff that I hadn't taken before. So they got their heavy industry back. I'm curious, by the way, for our accepted missions here, 752452. So that's not the money I had before, but that's not terrible. We haven't like blown everything out of the sky with this, but I love this again. So we failed the dead drop. We knew that was coming. Okay, hegemony, we're here. This is like worst dominions. You guys are about to actually like fail. So what we need to do, you guys are still reorganizing. You guys might actually die to the militia, because we cannot actually, I'd love to move you all. We can move you. Let's move you to the aquaculture. Let's see if we can finish that up. And then 1st Battalion, the one that's at the Megaport. Y'all are reorganizing at the Megaport, so let me go ahead and send y'all back to light industry. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to split you, and we're going to move you to light industry, because we need to start taking the rest of these pieces. You can see that people keep popping up every turn. And we have scavengers. Love scavengers. Alright, so we lost 8 Marines. Finally, things are going a little better. You guys are at 39. You guys are here. We have suddenly 3 bases. We have all of this. Everybody's reorganizing again, except for you who are holding. So we're going to send you all to the requisition center. You guys need to recover for a turn, and then we can probably take this in 1 or 2 more turns, especially if we can move you all. So yeah, this is how this system works. Like I said, I honestly just kind of prefer the simplicity of we just send our people and attack. This whole moving around thing, it may have changed. This is an older version of Nexerelin than what's been around. We lost 1 Marine. The militia's been unleashed, so see, that's what I was worried about. They're going to bring some more people out here, but now our morale's a little bit better. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead. We have our, who's our battalion that's up here? You're still reorganizing. So let's move you all to mining, because that's where they have their biggest shit. We have the 5th and 6th battalions. Who's our big combat point? Let's move y'all to the military base. Yeah, Starsector, more like map sector. And we can split one of these, can't we? Probably. Maybe. Your morale's still pretty low. So we have... They're moving to mining. They're holding. Alright, 144 versus 168. Let's go ahead and... We can't split you. So let's just move you to the batteries. We can split one of our other groups. Like, we can split this one up when the chips are down. So I think we're close. Alright. We didn't win yet. Alright. But that's because we knew we'd have a fight here. So you guys are here, you guys are here. Suddenly, I love that they cut and run to the light industry. So... And how many of you are there? Some. Alright, let's move. Let's go ahead and split you guys, move you to the light industry, and should be able to call this a day in just a little bit. Because that's a lot of forces versus not a lot of forces. Also, while we're here, I had some bounties I was trying to look at. So if we look at some of the stuff here, how many days do we have? 24 days remaining. That's a little far away, but I think that's a bounty we can do. Do we have any other bounties that have popped up? There's this one, big one up here. There's this big money one that we're going to do. Like, we need that 2 million. That will kickstart us here. That's probably one we could do, but honestly, I don't know if I want to fly that far because... Oh, there's a pirate base that's in the wrong area. That's in the wrong area. Because we still have the hegemony here. AI inspection. AI cores. The task force is projected to be fairly weak and comprised of one fleet. Space Force are evenly matched. Its ground force is outmatched. So we're still looking at probably a victory here. Do we have anybody else that's trying to visit us? Yeah, so we have the invasion here. We do need to be home for that. So if we can go like over here and then back down here, that would be awesome. Because there's a lot of ships I want to work on rebuilding as well. And there we go! We won! And suddenly, there's an invasion of Zafabak from HMI. What? HMI's trying to invade us now, so we captured a market. Hooray. Everybody liked that except for the people that didn't. And you know what's really funny is that we could have probably gotten support from Shadow Yards the whole time, but we didn't. But still, we won. That's a plus. And we have a little bit of money to spare. So what do? Let's take a look here first and just make sure. We lost some crew. I knew that was coming. Okay, so if we manage the colony here, we don't have enough crew to pilot our ships right now. But look at all these Marines. Oh my god, what is that rank? I have never seen Marines rank that high, especially a stack of 2,000. That's awesome. So we got all you guys. Our stores are definitely overloaded right now. But we're gonna pass this on anyway here in a second, right? So let's go to our intel screen. We have our accepted missions here. Current base reward. Guys, I kept this shit intact for you, and you're paying me 538,773. Y'all, that's not my fault. Okay, 600,000. That's still not great. That still doesn't solve all of our debt problems, but it does help. Oh boy. So if we go back to our income here, we did all that and we still are not quite covering our debts. That means it's all the more important that we actually do take care of those other bounties. So we're here. What do you know? Oh, fuel's actually pretty cheap. Okay. I don't know how much fuel we need. Actually, you know what? You guys may need some stuff here. Metals. Maybe we can try to sell metals at the other Shadow Yards place on the way out. But if there's anything that you all need here, like 13, that's not great. Organics for 24 is probably fine. Domestic goods for 33. Sorry. I probably won't remember to edit that out later. Now, like I said before, I could sell the simulation engine and just be like, screw it. But we do need to get some supplies. We're actually mostly full up on fuel. So let's go ahead and get the cheaper fuel here. We do need enough crew to at least man all of our ships, so let's do that. Here's the thing, these guys are really excited. They're practically volunteers now. They keep not getting paid. Oh, we have volatiles here. Volatiles for 110. Also not awesome. Okay, we got to sell something to lower our stores, though, and we're carrying a bunch of shit, so... Food's probably not better at other places. Let's sell the food. Alright, we didn't actually sell all the food. We just evened out our stores. And like I said, I know I have a bunch of weapons. I do want to carry them home. So we can repair, again, dockside bar, unsanctioned bounty board. We actually got a lot. We know P22 is terrible. Mendoza red. That's for 1 million. That is an interesting fight. That has a dreadnought in it. I don't know if I want to do that yet. James Punkhead, because he ran out of names here. 1.5 million. With a Maelstrom, 24 light years away from your current position. Let's accept this one. So, did we just look at this one? Yeah. And Gal Paladin as opposed to Guy Paladin here. This is a deadly peril. That's a phase warship. I mean, these are fun. But we're gonna stick with some of our big money things here. Underworld Boss has some stuff for us here. It's actually pretty close to home. Spaceport on Third Bog. Huh. You know, I actually do need to sweep up the stuff over here, so I'm going to accept that. What's my time limit for doing that, I guess is my question here. 240 days. Because remember, our bottom right-hand side of the area is our little secret garden here. And we're not going to do that. We got other shit to do. So we're here. How many days do I have for that big bounty? Because we have this one here. These two actually are not too far from each other. Okay, they're a little far from each other. But they're not too far. So we have 4 million credits worth of killing that we can do. And hopefully we can get the bear situated in time. We do need to take care of this. We have 23 days to get there. Orange primary star. I think there's only one in the Newton constellation. Oh, and that one only has one planet. So we know exactly where she's going to be hiding. That's a plus. All right, let's see if we can sell any of this other shit over here, because I don't think the hegemony is going to want to like mess with us. Hey, look, our transponder's on. You know it was us that did this. And there's probably a big combat fleet looking for me, too, on the way out here. So, Sardinia. Hey, look, we didn't have other people desert us. That's good. Unsanctioned Bounty Board doesn't appear to have anything new. Erasmus Blueprint, I'm not going to do that for 20,000. We kind of need the money for paying debts. But let's see here. 128 for heavy machinery. That's okay. That's much better on the metals. We're going to sell these on the black market, because what's some black market trading among friends? Ship components is a little worse. That's way better for the volatiles. So who knows? Having a zero stability economy that I'm trading into turns out to be a very good profit source for us. Let me guess. Y'all pay less for food. Y'all pay pretty much market rate for organics. Drugs. That's fine. Domestic goods, so this is another profit here. Okay. Extremely rare in the sector due to NVIDIA short supplies. Applies the supercomputer effect to any friendly colony within 12 light years and increases its effect here. It needs a cold or extreme cold planet. Let's check our system real quick, and I hate doing this, but it's been a little while. I don't think I have a cold or extreme cold system here. And honestly, I'm not looking at yeah, I'm definitely not looking at colonizing any other potential systems, except for maybe yanking Third Bog away. And if we look at Third Bog here, there's a gas giant, there's a Crimson world, a burnt world, and a rocky metallic world. So this could be a decent second system. I know we're struggling with our debt right now, but yeah, it's I don't think we're going to have any use for this save. So let's go ahead. As nice as it is, we're selling the latest NVIDIA tech. Simulation engines, someone can make use of it on the black market. Probably, maybe. We can make use of the money. We're now at over 1 million credits. We're not going to sell the pristine nanoforge. Empty forge template, I still think it's going to be better just to sell it. But if we look at our debt now, we're going to have some debt from this month, because until some of this shit gets straightened out, we're going to have some rolling debt here. Although, I do want to take a quick look at my colonies here. Is there a reason you all are losing so much money? Is it just because of the hazard pay? Yeah, because without the hazard pay, you don't grow. Without the free port, you all are, like, sunk. Alright, so heavy batteries, orbital works, refining. This has no atmosphere, so this is probably where we would put some fuel production for a fourth industry. Because Lord knows I am hungry for fuel. Alright, Hanturaya. This is going to be our big terraforming project once we get stuff here. I can build a second industry, though. I don't know if I want to build a second industry right now. We have Void Extractor, which is already going to do better than mining. I've probably talked about things I can do here. Like, light industry may not be bad. Modular fabricators might be the way to go. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm not going to build these right now because we don't have the money for it right now. But yeah, here's our other shit. Yeah, I think modular fabricator is going to be the way to go. But I'm happy to take y'all's input there. Anyway, we got a bounty to accomplish. So let's do it. Just flying out into space. And also, I'm curious, I just want to make sure here. So I am still hopeful. Okay, so they're still trying to invade us. And they may actually, like, succeed. That one's going to be interesting, too. I want to be able to put, like, some biodomes around stuff here. So there's our raiding forces. It would be nicer if they were there. What's our summary look like here? So we got spoils. And we won on 15 turns. So that's okay. And we passed on the stuff. Alright. So that's all good. Nothing like some good, wholesome stuff among friends. Alright, but was there anything else I wanted to look at here? We have the hegemony, Persian League, their invasion. Okay. What's their AI inspection? 12 days, defenders will resist. We've already used up our... we have a lot of fuel. I could go ahead and just drop by Nyx and pick up stuff. But... The one downer to that is that I don't want to, like, overly delay our ability to get to the other thing. So I think what I'm going to do... If I'm going to rebuild some of those ships, I really should take them back to my home planet, though. So... Yeah, it's more responsible if I stop by Nyx. Like, how many days do I have for the bounty? It's not this one. 18 days, 11 days to get there. So I can make it and stop by Nyx. I can have it all! Oh god, I didn't buy supplies. We can't have it all. And I don't want to overdraft more supplies, but I'm going to have to do that, so... We're not gonna buy too many supplies. We're just gonna buy a few supplies. I didn't even check to see is one of my mistakes. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Outpost. Manage the colony from our Supplies here. Let's get... We only really need 1,000. Oh, I should have sold this shit. Alright, well. And we have nothing in storage here. We're gonna take the bear. We're gonna take the Carnotaur. I'm gonna leave these two. We may as well take this as well. They're all gonna be mothballed. Because we definitely don't have the crew to run these right now. So, mothball, mothball. I hate mothballing you. Can we just auto-fit you and run you? Because I'd rather not mothball everything. Custom. Looks fun. Corrosive plasma breeder. Okay. Who wants to pilot a laser boat? We have a few worthwhile pilots for that. Yeah, let's give it to add an orbital, which, like I said, if you want your name here, that's definitely something we can do. I also should be using some story points to mentor these people. We'll keep you at aggressive. We'll keep you at aggressive. And we'll make you reckless. Alright, so you have target analysis. That's fine. Let's put this ship up here. I have no idea if anything I've done's good, but reckless plus safety overrides with no armor. I have a feeling I know what our Space Viking's going to do. So that'll be fun. Alright. Get on up here, you crazy thing. Alright. We do have enough fuel to make this maneuver, right? So we're going to go up here, and then we're going to try... Ooh, it's going to be a little bit of a problem to get to green. But we're going to do it anyway. I hope. Okay, if I park... Let's see here. It's the bear that's sucking up all of our fuel. If I park the bear... No, we're still not great. Okay, so you know what? We're just gonna do it like this. We're just gonna get more fuel, and it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It has to be fine. We're dragging a bunch of battleships out here that we need to take back, and it's okay. So if we go back to colony info one more time, and we get just a teensy bit more fuel, we have enough resources to sell other stuff. We have enough fuel now to very likely be able to make this move and then get back down to green. So let's just commit and do it. All right. So run, run, run. And we're not flying through hyperspace with our beacon on. We do have other people flying around. I said before I wanted to be opportunistic. That looks like one of ours, considering nobody else builds those ships. So that's pretty nice to see some of those super powerful ships in the wild. We're going to fly through this hyperspace storm because it does a little bit of damage, and that's going to hurt our supply count, but time is of the essence. It doesn't... I used to think those saved on fuel. Yeah, we're going to be okay enough to get to green. It means I probably need to build another fuel tanker to have with me in this fleet. But yeah, we're almost at Gamma Newton. Let's look at it on the map. So we're going to want to go to the jump point to the west. Alright. Please go faster. Thank you. Okay, so AI inspectors. Let's please not lose this. Space Force is superior, so they're probably going to lose on the ground, hopefully. And look! We repaid all of our debts! Alright. So our net income for the month was -$1 million. We would have actually had a little bit more money here, but see, having a 200,000 producing home planet makes a pretty big difference. Some of these other industries are a little like disappointing and weird, but they'll make money. This place is a money suck. So we'd be in much better position. It's funny because the last series I did, or the first series I did for Starsector in the most recent patch update, I had some very questionable colony choices. Alright, so we're here. I know probably I could have gone back to Green to fight the AI inspection fleet. The inspection is underway. Well, that's grim. We do have 5 alpha cores if things go bad. It would just be a bit of a waste, but I do feel like for the safety of our save and for the ability to actually keep money, we need to do this. So this is another pirate fight. They do have good repair rate. They do have good speed at 0 flux. They do have a frontier expedition. I do like that ship. We're gonna take this on, and we're gonna bring in the Foppery and Whim this time. We're gonna bring in the Prayer and the Litany. We're gonna kind of bring a different flavor of fight here. Let's bring in our Margin Call. Let's bring in you guys. We're gonna try the Tyrannicus Sanctus again, and then we need lots of frigates. Few more frigates. There we go. Alright. Some of our power frigates are sitting on the bench today. I could probably bring in a few less of these assault cruisers. Yeah, let's bring in less of these and a few more of... a little more of this. There we go. Alright, so this is still going to be a difficult fight, and we can definitely bring in backup. But we're just going to try to push through the middle. And if this makes the video over an hour, I'm sorry. But we'll just say that I hadn't recorded Starsector for a little bit, so it's fine. Call it bonus Starsector, if you will. By the way, bonus for Steph Curry, the GOAT, to initiate the hostilities here. So we're going to see... I kind of like the idea here of trying to keep some of these bonuses. So we'll see how this goes. We're going to give you an escort. We're going to try giving you an escort too, although you're a little slower. And there's a new ship. It's got some good S mods. Probably just needs some armor and needs something that's not an auto build. And that waste dumper weapon is like, the reason I haven't used it is that it has such a terrible rating for fluxing things. That's going to be a bit of a problem. So we have Lamprey versus Spade and Hound versus Electo. So we probably need you guys, we probably need a little bit of help over here. Probably need a little bit of help over here. Definitely need some help on the right. But we have first contact, as per the usual. We just need to let our main fleet get in there. Because right now, they've got some scary-ass shit. And we've got a reckless officer that is just taking it all on. How about we have you try to fight here real quick? 7 command points, gotta watch that. Okay, so let's get rid of Waypoint Alpha. We know you guys all need to get in here. We're just gonna throw you all at the back ship. Let's see if we can drag you all to the left here. Drag you all up here and then let the Star Eater kind of run free. Like I said, this guy's gonna be in trouble. Because he's just battering ram the main fleet. Yeah, let's see here. That's a Shrike that's now a dead thing. A dead Shrike, if you will. Let's see if I can properly teleport. I did. We just don't want to be in the firing cone of other things here. So like I said, we've got the ability to take this shit on. I just don't want to get lost in the shuffle and then accidentally take a bunch of missile damage. So I like this peel move to the left here that's going on. They did get that node, so I think you guys are about to get it back, though, so let's see. Let's see what happens. Where's my boat? My boat is having a very bad time. Let's back up for a second. Right. So while we're all up here having the best time, now's the time that we have all these tiny frigates that are all moving around over here. I think it is probably the best move to just have them crash right here. You guys will be okay. You guys will be okay. You guys are getting properly escorted. And you need to move up here and just let's get you aggressive over this way. And I kind of want to watch our Ludic Church ship in combat. So we're going to not like that. We're going to try to stay near him over here without eating a bunch of missiles in the engines. I don't know how that missed. Can we please? There we go. Auto phasing is good. Slow down, not so good. That better hit something. Because yeah, this ship has flux problems. For sure. So we need to really redo the loadout for that. But yeah, now we're getting everybody like firing on stuff. And somebody's shooting happy little black holes over here. I was not trying to move that direction. Okay, so you're dead. There's Foppery and Whim. So I am main tanking all of a sudden. Can we get you guys to like move over here? Let's cancel this order. And cancel this one. We shouldn't even have one on that one. So we want our big ships up front. We want you guys... y'all are having a good time chasing this thing down. But now that we have like the main fleet over here, let's get you guys back in here. And hopefully once I get out of the front nose cone of these things, they will just start firing and running right into the enemy, just like they were designed to do, instead of letting a little destroyer go through and make it happen. So that's a lot of missiles. That's good. Our destroyers are doing a lot of work today. Or our cruisers are doing a lot of work today. That's excellent. I don't want to accidentally hit a lamprey in the butt. Okay, Wolfpack time. Everybody get on this thing. Get on the big shit. Okay, I think I got that. I think I squeezed that shot through. There we go. Nice bonus EMP damage. We got some big scary weapons over there. I know that because I put it on there, and I always say how scary those things are to see it fire. Look, that hit the front nose cone just like I wanted it to. We're going to save our F for when we inevitably get destroyed by a barrage of missiles from this big thing. God event. Look at all those missiles. Oh, the Rosenritter people, they have the prettiest missiles. That was the opposite direction where I want to go. But look, we got the surround on the big thing. I need to have my shields up before I take some explosion damage. That is actually a really big ship. What are you doing? Okay, so we're having problems engaging. It happens. It happens to everybody from time to time, I guess. All of you all have just decided we're going to take this node. Congratulations. Y'all can have yourselves a nav buoy, I guess. So you're dead. Yep, you're super dead. Fuck everything, says the Night Runner. So you were a little too close to the explosion. think I let it will. Oh, I had it until I didn't. Oh. Well, we got laser beams for that. Alright, so this is cash money. You notice what happens, though. To get rid of their big ship, and because we have more officers, now the next big ship is coming. I think it's time for full assault. 3 stars. Any other reinforcements we can bring in? I think this will be fine. We bring in our crustaceans and call it a good time. But yeah, I think this ship shows a lot of promise, but it's going to need some work. Needs a little bit of workshopping. Like I said, I really like that the boomsticks on the front of it are so effective because they can constantly fire and they're a low flux weapon. But if those are doing the most damage on an onslaught, that's a problem. That is a design issue. Pew pew. Oh, I'm... Okay, I was about to say. I missed, but it sure looked like I hit with that explosion. It almost looks like one of those FTL ships. Okay. Fired too early. Once again, that happens. Nothing to be ashamed of. Alright. Ooh, let's just go and take this on. Alright. And we lost Backstreet again! It's like the early aughts and the 90s didn't happen enough. Backstreet is dead once more. The Litany's having problems. Our Rosenritter little carriers, though, are doing fantastic. So that's a plus. So we got this buddy over here, and I think this one's in the bag. Except for me getting in the Litany shot to steal a kill, which I did not do. Okay, so Fimbulwinter can have that one. It's fine. I just painted this thing last week. Well, maybe you should not commit to painting so much. Alright. So now we have the very confusing clusterfuck of everything that's going on down there. So everybody, rally, rally, rally. This is such a weird engagement because they really did just go for the bottom of the map here. Alright, everybody, move on down. I'm now at ramming speed. And now we're back in the fight. I think I just shot my buddies. Whoops. Okay, that time I just did not I didn't want to hit this friend. So I didn't hit anybody. There we go. That, as they say, is that. Oh shit. Sorry, Ugh. I'm still fighting at double speed. No, I'm not. Now I'm fighting at double speed. It just all feels really fast. Okay, so who ran away? Just a few. We did have a combat result versus the pirates. The pirates are not going to be super happy with us, but they're not going to be super upset with us because they're the most understanding faction in the entire game. Alright, so ship recovery. What do we get? Middle finger. We got to recover all of our friends here. The expedition. I think that's going to be a no. But it's a good ship. It's another super battleship. I mean, if we're going straight back home after this, we may as well take it as a trophy, but you see, we definitely don't have the crew for it. The Flagellator's not terrible, and the Tumbleweed is like a mini aggressor with flux problems. Never actually seen a defender before, so we're gonna recover this one and mothball it. It's a trophy. Let's take all the things because we have plenty of storage space available. It looks like we got paid, so that's good. Let's go ahead and mothball you because you are yet another very large ship. We seem to be collecting large ships in a save where I really need to be getting some more frigates out, which is true. So we'll work, but we took this at least as a trophy. It does have default surveying equipment, which is really nice, and an Ifrit cannon, which is cute. This thing took a bunch of hits, so that's a plus. So we do have some issues. We elected to chase the money instead of chase the hegemony. So if they do get our AI cores, we're going to have some money problems. And it looks like we have three alpha cores installed. So it's money problems that we can replace. We can fix it if things go to shit. We have four alpha cores. Ugh. Well, I hope our ground forces win. Because our stability's 10, our defenses are good. We have hypercognition, we're making a lot of money. So hopefully that's fine. If it's not fine, well, we've hit the hegemony where it hurts. And if we take a look at, well, we have to go to a planet to look at the faction profiles, but the hegemony does not have many planets left. So that's a plus. I don't know why this is here, but the Star Eater did good, obviously. The Margin Call did a really, really good start. Debut fight for almost getting itself killed immediately. Yeah, overall, I was not expecting to be able to turn it around quite like I did, quite as fast as I did. I thought I had really destroyed the run after last episode, so I'm pleased that I'm back on my feet. We're at a point where shit's recoverable. We're at a point where we're heading to Greem ASAP, because we have some visitors on the way. And we can always take care of our garden at Third Bog while we're waiting for them to get by. So expect next episode from me to get back home. I could actually just go ahead and do that off camera, but it's probably... I'll see how I'm feeling, because it does take me some time to do some ship redesigns. But yeah, we'll continue this next time. Thanks for watching. This is Asher with Starsector. A few slightly longer episodes. I hope you all don't mind. I'm glad to be back into the swing of things with this. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.